guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to anyone that is new. I am thrilled you are here with me today. I am here once again with another design team project. Today is Ruby Tuesday, so I will be sharing my project for Heather at Ruby and Pearl XO. And I had such a fun time creating with mainly her Violette kit. I haven't made a purple version journal in such a long time that I thought it was a good time to bring it back. We did find out recently that we are going to be moving in a couple of weeks, so this will probably be my last video for a bit, just because I gotta buckle down and start packing. We've been in this house for 9 years, so as you can imagine, it's always a joy and a pleasure having to get rid of stuff and pack it all back up. But anyway, we're just moving a couple miles down the road, so that's nice. And I'm so grateful that we were able to find something so quickly and that it's going to work great for our family. Also, just a little note, I have a very dear friend that is suffering so much from advanced stage cancer. So if you are the praying kind, I would love it if you could throw up a few prayers for my friend. Her first name starts with the letter G, and she's a very devout Catholic and relies on prayers from everyone. So anyway, I appreciate that. So let's jump right in. So I did a couple of things here. Got kind of carried away because I haven't used the Violet kit in so long, and I realized after I printed a bunch of stuff out that I had some duplicates. So I decided to make this little envelope kind of foldy, flippy thing. So let me show you that first, and then we'll jump into the journal. So the Violet kit, or Violette, is just stunning, and I love all the images. This is so gorgeous. It's just a little journal card that I popped on the top here. And then this piece here, I double printed. So this is the actual wallpaper digital, and there's three different little bouquets on the full sheet. Excuse me. And then I double printed with one of the scripty pieces, I'm pretty sure from Bella. So anyway, that is why that looks that way. And I think it's upside down. So there you go. Anyway, so this is my first envelope, and that flips out here. Actually, I'm going to take that off so I can get what's out in here. And I just popped in a little lovely journaling card. Back to, this is from, I think, the Mademoiselle kit, and then this is from the Butterfly Girl. I'll have everything listed below. I don't know that I will be able to actually remember everything today. Brain is just a little befuddled. This is also the Butterfly Girl. And then this gorgeous image is from, I think, the Mademoiselle. So here's another part of that wallpaper. And so this here, so there's nothing in this on this page. This is just decorative. And then I popped in here a little flip out with some, so that's, I printed that, I think half size, so 2 to a page. And then I popped in some vintage Italian rag paper for you to play with. So that just goes in here. So if this is envelope number 1, this is number 2 and number 3. And then this flips open. So we have some more of that decorative paper. And then there's a pocket in here. And I have a couple goodies tucked inside. Just beautiful images and cards. This is from the French postcards kit. There's so many gorgeous postcards in there. So then when we close this up, we have a pocket right here. And I tucked in beautiful journaling card. And then this is a little flip out. So I just did a tri-fold and then tucked it in, sort of like the the envelope fold, and did a little distressing. This is one of the gorgeous papers from the Violette kit. Sorry if I'm not fully in frame. I need to adjust up. But anyway, just gorgeous. This is from the Butterfly Girl. So that just pops in here. And then the back of the envelope is just this decorative piece from the Butterfly Girl. So that's my little my little bundle, and it just gets tied up with this beautiful purple sari. So I'll set that aside. Okay, I raised you up a little higher. So here we have a beautiful chunky no-sew journal. It's an open spine, and I use this beautiful lace from Blue Linen Cottage, and this fun crinkle sari or seam binding is from My Scrap Cabin on Etsy. I'll link her below. So for the top of the journal, I just popped on this beautiful image, and I love her so much. She's so gorgeous. This is from the Mademoiselle kit. And then here I made a little flip out. So I've got this joined here. So this page opens out and then is double-sided. This is from the Butterfly Girl. This is a beautiful digital from Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France. And then this other piece here. So it's nice and big. So you can totally do secret journaling or add little goodies in there. And so that just pops on the top. And then here I did the full-size image from the digital, cut out just another additional journaling card, so that can either tuck in here like so, or I have it just clipped on with our little micro clip, which I will not try to do one-handed. So there you can see how gorgeous the image is, and you could certainly add a more decorative permanent item to the cover if you want. This color is so stunning. So as we open up, we have our beautiful girl and a journal card. I just backed it with a little bit of coffee dyed digital image, and then a little reduced size. This is from the Butterfly Girl kit, and it's in the collage section. And then there's some of that pretty double printed wallpaper. So that just gets tucked into this first pocket here. And I did use my green file folders. And then as I've been doing lately, is using my beautiful first page of the gorgeous embossing. I never get tired of that. Hopefully you don't either. Here's just a little offcut that I popped on of this gorgeous, gorgeous wallpaper. And in the first little pocket here, I have just a little eyelet with a closure, and then I attached this gorgeous girl. I think this is from the My Lady kit. I'll have to go back and look. I can't remember. But anyway, it's one of the little fussy cats, and it's so darling. I just love it. And then here, a journaling card from Mademoiselle. And this is a reduced size image that I backed with a reduced size of one of the wallpapers. This is in the pretty floral wallpapers. Oops, upside down, sorry. Anyway, this is just so stunning. Those purple flowers are just gorgeous. And then here I added a beautiful full sheet, double-sided of this Italian book page. So that just all gets tucked nicely in there. Then I used a lot of Edith Holden throughout. The colors just went so beautifully, and I just love using them. Little tuck spot here, and I did just a journaling card, so she could go this way or this way, either way. And this amazing digital image from the Violet kit is so gorgeous. I did reduce size of some of the postcards and just tacked them on here. So this one can be removed and used anywhere else in the journal. And then this one I made into a little tuck spot. And here I just had a little offcut from my pages that I didn't use. And so I just tucked that in there. So there's the rest of it. And then this is a gorgeous piece from the Violet, and our lovely little dotted trim from Emily at Blue Linen Cottage. This is also just a little tack on. How gorgeous is this beautiful lacy piece with the blues and the violet color? I just love it. It's so gorgeous. This is from Fiber Infusions. So pretty. And then here is a little half page. I just attached this little clip on top so it can be open. And then I just tucked in a little card in here, so it's like a little secret spot. And since it was just a little half page. And then there's the back of that. This gorgeous image is from Violet. And here I have a little flip out, and it can be used in any way. It could be taken off and used as a journaling card or whatever, but I just love that. So pretty. And this is from the Boho Butterfly Kit. Such a gorgeous image of that rose. This is paper from the Bella Kit. Here I have a little mini tuck, and it's kind of like a little tab to open out. Either way, this is from Souvenir de la France, and this is a Roxy Creations digital. It's just stunning. This is from the, I think it's the Madame Kit. I'm not sure. A little velvety tab on the top. And here we have a fun little collage-y thing. This Birdie Darling, I'll have to look it up, but I attached it onto one of my fun little music sheets that I did some purple swatches. And then here's another one of the little fun half-size printed document folders. Told you my brain is just a little bit off today. Sorry, guys. This beautiful piece from the Violet Kit. And then here's the center. So this is that full-size image printed twice on one sheet of 8.5 by 11. And this is the center of the signature. This could totally be opened up, and you could add more if you want, or you can tighten it up. I don't like to make them super duper tight so that you can't move the journal around, but that way you get, you know, it's nice and secure. But if you decide you want to take the journal apart, you can totally do that. And then I had some fun trim that I added on the edge there. Here we have a fun little tuck. This document image is from J'adore le papier. So I took a full-size Edith Holden page and attached just this beautiful lady as part of the collage part of the Mademoiselle kit. And I just love this page because on the back is all the violets, and they're so gorgeous. I did not want to tear that apart. So you could do that if you want. Certainly use it. The Edith Holden pages make wonderful journaling card backing paper. I did that a lot in this journal. Here's an example. I made a little flip down, and so there's a little scrap of Edith Holden in there. And how stunning is she with her hat? It's just fabulous. Love, love, love. Here's the back side of that Souvenir de la France page. It's just stunning on the Roxy Creations. Oh, here, I had fun with this. So this is a piece from the collage part. I think it's Mademoiselle. But anyway, on the back, I just covered it with that. And then this girl can come out, and just nice and blank on the back for secret journaling, or you could collage on the back of that as well. But I just thought that blue was so stunning with the lavender, and just clipped on right there. Little birdie for you to play with. Here I have a little journaling card, and this is just a little offcut from one of the Edith Holden birds. And I just loved how Roxy Creations always uses little paper tabs for her tags and cards, and I just thought they looked so fun. So the greens were all in unison with each other. Here is a nice little tall journaling card, and there's November on the back with some birdies, and it get tucked in there. And then there's the back of that gorgeous image. Here I have a little flip out that could totally be glued down, and then I just stapled this butterfly from the Boho Butterfly Kit to more Edith Holden scraps for you to use. And I had to put on some of my special Dottie ruffle, another birdie. And here, this is super fun. I'm obsessed with this image. It's so gorgeous. So I did a little tab on the top. I'm almost out of this gorgeous velvety trim, but I did a little flip up here on the back side, and then it's nice and sturdy, so you could almost use it as a writing board if you wanted to. But I just thought that looks so pretty with the beautiful velvet. And then here we have the other side of that, the other half, I should say, of the wallpaper. So pretty. And there's that gorgeous script. So that just gets tucked in here. And this piece could actually be totally glued down and used, you know, more like an actual tuck. Back side of that Edith Holden page, and then I think this is almost our last page. So here I did this beautiful image. Pretty sure this is from the Mademoiselle kit, and then just that landscape as well. And then here I did a little flip out. So this is kind of tucked in like a trifold, and then open up. So lots of spots for journaling, or you could use the full paper for you know, making journal cards, etc. This is the Butterfly Girl, and I think this is, I can't remember. Anyway, I will put it in the description box for sure. I have everything written down. I just forgot to bring it to my filming area. And then the back of that coffee dyed embossed page. Here I have a little cluster and use some of that gorgeous lavender handmade paper from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. And this is a little stuffed flip out. So I popped this little girl in, or this beautiful lady in, and some Edith Holden. And then these journaling cards are perfect for a little tiny journaling spot. And then I made a really nice tall sturdy tag. Definitely could be used as a writing board. And then I just had to include this stunning paper, is so gorgeous, that I used in the front, and then just some fancy ledgers on the back. So kind of nice to have. Oops, which way do we go? I think I did it that way. There we go. Always remember which way you fold. So you can have it facing this way, or you can have it facing this way. I kind of liked the pretty brown because it was complementary to the back cover. So those just all get tucked in here. And that brings us to the back and the pretty gorgeous lace on the back from Emily. Let me just pop this back on here, and this on the top. And there we go. And you can see how chunky she is. Definitely need to use a closure. But I think she turned out gorgeous, and I love her. So I hope you enjoyed that. I appreciate you being here today. Sorry if I was a little wishy-washy. I'm sure you can understand. Got a lot going on. But that's life, and we will just move through it. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for always commenting and leaving me such beautiful, inspiring, and encouraging comments. I really appreciate that. I will see you again in my next video. If you are interested in purchasing this journal and the little bundle, please email me, and that will be listed below. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.